back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Halo Bang Lavender. Lavender. Kemarin udah tamat loh, sudah tamat Bang. Bang kemana aja Bang kemarin? Udah tamat. Ketiduran ya? Ketiduran, wah sudah tak duga ketiduran pasti. Tamat loh sampai kreditnya tak habisin kreditnya. Enggak sih, tak habisin sih. Tak pakai baju loh dia loh, telanjang loh. Mana ini? Wih rusak. Nggak pakai baju, buncit lagi. Game ini berat di GPU ya. Perintahkan LS. Alan Wake bukannya game berat ya? Iya berat Bang. Itu MC-nya kah? Bukan lah, masa MC-nya gini modelnya? Ini terberat ini, Alan Wake ini masih terberat sekarang. Wah ini apa bentuknya bayangan semua ini. Ditembak lagi gitu. Violence. Nah, jadi tumbal ini. Diambil jantungnya guys. Ada yang lihat guys, 2 orang nih. Deng, anak camping. Ketahuan sama anak camping. Itu sinyalku lanjut tapi YouTube-nya muter-muter ya kadang. Iya nih kadang. Kenapa ya bisa gitu? Alan, Alan bangun. Kalau install ini jangan di harddisk ya guys ya. Nggak mau loading dia.
How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Dulu pernah main Alano 1, pernah dulu sekali.
Well, Dad and I are just
Tamat
watching the
juga.
latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
Cuman kebanyakan actionnya yang dulu nggak ada
I'll let you
ininya,
get back to the
puzzle-nya
show.
nggak
You were
ada.
supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Kate.
Ses
Tell her to
berapa ya?
stop brooding so much.
Game
Logan,
ses 100,
I will.
90 apa 100
Bye,
gitu.
kiddo.
90 ini sama DLC nih.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Minum kopi.
It can't be a coincidence that
Keren
another
sini
body
timnya.
turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
Gambarnya juga gile.
Glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up.
Chibi color apa pak? Itu pakai L2 apa ya lupa aku. Castle
Here we are.
Castle L240 di full.
Time to get to work.
Double FPS ke sini. Bentar dulu,
The
ini
deputy
Nvidia
was supposed to
broadcastnya
be here
tuh.
to show us to the crime scene.
Aduh, cerewet
There's
betul
the
Nvidia
car.
broadcastnya.
So where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear.
Aduh.
I'll check out that map. Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
We're belly aching, Thornton. I'm up here now. That's just how the cookie crumbles. Hey, over here.
Cek tes. Dari suaranya ya aman ya.
kitchen
Oh,
case safe,
beratnya,
right?
minta ampun.
Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right.
IO kah? Iya, Bang. Pakai IO.
Saga Anderson, I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot.
Aman ya.
Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that,
Sheriff.
federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
I could use any witnesses to the crime.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk.
Itu yang tadi tuh 2 orang tadi ada saksinya.
Folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Udah rahasia dulu, Bang. Oke, Bang. Let's take a
I
look
want to
at
see the
body.
body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell them I'm here, waiting. I'll show them around.
They got it, Thornton.
Beratnya gamenya ya, buset.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene.
Fucking nature. Headache. There's too much sky.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
No, still not getting it. Try explaining it one more time.
How much clearer can I make it for it?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Step 1. Examine the corpse.
Wanna start by inspecting the body, Anderson?
You know, I never seen the FBI investigate a murder victim before, except in the movie.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here. Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic. Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence? The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Incised stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about. Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting. Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
I'm back. Ini game horor gak bang? Iya horor tapi nggak gitu-gitu juga horornya. Horornya mah biasa aja ya. Kalau yang model-model kayak gini aku masih mau main. Silent Hill misalkan. Tapi kalau game-game kayak game-game horor Jepang itu nggak mau ke main. Jantungan ntar.
A creepy twig sculpture? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing. I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
Jadi detektif ya yoi. Jadi detektif kita.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
Harus banyak berpikir ya main game ini. Say the lake is called there. Let this be warning to you, fellow trespasser. Blah 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 blah. Intentional, much more man-made. Say the lake's not from its design. Designed by who? By what? Sebelumnya udah pernah namatin game ini belum? Sudah pernah sih, cuman kalau main lagi sekarang lupa udah nggak ingat lagi. Bentar ya, guys, telepon.
Hey, Casey. What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson, just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Sorry ya, ada telepon tadi, guys. Sudah lupa. Ditelepon siapa? Ditelepon nyokap.
Confidential matters. Confidential. Look, I get that the UFO thing was a joke, but you're probably trained to joke about it, right? To deflect, hide the truth from the average Joe.
Ini aja lupa ini memecahkan ini gimana ya?
Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Let's get back to work. Disuruh balik ke sana lagi. Ini kalau buka duluan lumayan sih, ada apa ya? Ada item-item bagus nih. Udah ngamuk teman di sana. Wash hand, take chicken out of fridge. Kulkas berarti fridge. Take a nap. Turu, tidur siang. Atau tidur sebentar, take a nap. Take a nap. Bisa masih terang ini, kalau dia nanti balik lagi ke sini apa ngerjain yang ini ntar gelap. Repot. Wash hand ya, wash hand tuh berarti cuci tangan. Oh ini lambangnya nih. Udah lama bang, 2023 awal-awal keluar game ini. Tapi mainnya tuh, waduh, meninggoy sangat ya mainnya. Waktu itu pakai apa ya? 1650. Berat banget. Nah, yang ini updatean, ini ada DLC-nya. DLC-nya belum kemainin sih. Jadi 100 giga itu 90 apa 100 giga gitu. Awalnya nggak sampai segitu. Lambangnya apa ya? Yang ini ya? Ini deh kayaknya. Yang kulkas tadi yang mana ya? Segitiga juga. Yang mana guys? Segitiganya guys.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side Slasher. But
Oh
that case was
segitiga.
completely different.
Second map turu, oh segitiga juga. Don't take anything if you are not one of trees. Okay, let's get back to work. Mana tadi kawalan? Set ya. Di sini performanya segini tapi gambarnya bagus. Untuk pakai 1650 ninggoy.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He
Dulu beli game ini di Steam, nggak ada di Epic adanya.
13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since.
Oh, 13 tahun mati.
Robert Nightingale?
Robert Nightingale.
Yes, you probably knew him. Brothers in arms.
Oh, ini kenal nih dia nih.
And sisters.
Dashboard lagi dah kayaknya. Ini ada item 1, victim. Itu victim Robert Nightingale.
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale.
13 tahun.
He came to town about 13 years ago. I have
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
What happened after he got fired? Dipecat.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors.
Rumor.
Depression led to booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head. Chased ghosts until he fell off the map.
Ngejar
He
hantu.
ended up here,
I bet there's more to
hantu.
that story.
but no happy ending.
He's been
Nightingale
missing
went missing 13
since
years ago. 2010.
2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it. I had to review the clues. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
13 tahun. Report nearby. Berarti apa? The killers. Itu meditasi
Doesn't
itu.
look right.
Meditasi.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for
Kenapa?
13 years.
Kenapa Nightingale yang dibunuh?
Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake, before his murder. Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. Up from the lake that's...
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though. There's a piece of paper on the ground. Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the... A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here, someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page. I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense. We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I carry his words close to my chest now. Inside, the awful truth. You must dig it out.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what. Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside. Casey, I think something's been put inside Nightingale's body. Let's tell the deputies to get the body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Hey, you made it back. Good. I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deer Fest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called to say he's got the bookers at the Oh Deer Diner in town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
Thanks. Let's get the car, drive to Bright Falls, and talk to these witnesses, the Bookers.
At the diner, right? I could use a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
Seems like a
2K
nice
bitrate
town so
berapa,
far.
Bang?
Verges aside.
10.000.
Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in.
Biar
We
mantap
should go for a
gambarnya.
hike if we get a chance.
Now you're just being mean, Anderson.
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task, but hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
Gruesome tuh apa lagi? Ya 265 betul. Kalau 264 kurang tuh gambarnya.
Can't fit the clues all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera? To record a snuff film?
Maybe. And why take out his heart just to throw it away?
To stuff in something for us to find.
Nah, dapat shortcut sudah. Kalau balik lagi tinggal lewat sini aja, guys. Jadi nggak perlu muter lewat sebelah kanan. Dari sini langsung turun. Ngeri kan gambarnya. Makanya beratnya minta ampun.
Here we are.
Everyone,
Let's
iya
head back to
everyone
town
di
and meet the sheriff
GPU
at the
baru.
diner.
Mobil sheriff nih. Jadi mesti kita ambil ya. Everyone harus pakai GPU
I
baru ya.
can't get that manuscript page out of my head.
Intel
I've never
Arc,
seen killers reach
RTX
out so
4000,
directly.
AMD 7000.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Misteri, weh. Ngeri detektif mah. Senangnya solving kasus ya.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field office.
430-an. Pasti game resolusi
I'll walk
2K.
there anyway.
Enggak,
I will walk to
80p.
the diner, get a feel for the town.
Streamingnya yang 2K. Pernah ngitel di harddisk itu tanahnya kosong warna hitam. Jadi nggak mau loading semua dia. Tuh ini
The diner's
ray
just up
tracing,
the waterfront.
ray tracing on.
Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell coffee.
Drill grafik ini guys. Main ini nih kebanyakan nikmati gambarnya sebenarnya. Keren kan? Bottleneck HDD. Jangan install di HDD ya. Kan sesekali misal di HDT.
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Joget-joget. Di sini lebih ringan ketimbang di hutan. Berat betul.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty darn sure my, our float will be the belle of all of this year's Deer Fest. Just a few more days.
Oh, Deer Diner. Nah, ini. Pakai SSD berapa? 512, man. NVMe.
Oh, it's Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm
Ini
Sarah
artis
Coffey.
nih.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
Ini artis
I'm
nih di
Agent Saga
sheriffnya nih.
Anderson. This is Agent Alex Casey.
Tim Breaker. And let me just say, I'm happy you two are here. Frankly, we could use the help.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No, the Bookers don't strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go
Nah, itu yang 2 orang tadi.
But it's slowed down ever since
Artis apa tuh? Ayo, saya nebak dah artis siapa itu. Cuman aku lupa namanya ya.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Itu dulu yang main X-Men, guys. Yang jadi yang bisa ngeluarin S. S, iya S.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
Can you tell me what you saw?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
Hollywood iyalah, Hollywood lah.
True crime. We're here from New York, doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake, getting some details. Perfectly legal.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake.
Naked dude.
He was acting crazy, shouting
weird
shit at us.
Weird shit at us.
Unless skinny dipping at dawn is a thing around here.
Then we heard shooting. We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult.
Tuh,
And then we
setan.
bolted and called the cops.
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree. The cult
Oh,
of the
of the
tree.
tree.
Cult of the tree."
The tree.
Oh, and then we found out. The whole thing was terrifying.
We found apa? Ngomong dipotong. Pakai cashboard dulu ini, guys. Profiling dulu, guys.
How can you be so calm?
Corpses are part of the job.
The Bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with a murder. They were telling the truth. The cult of the tree. What aren't the Bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree bag, Tammy.
Finders keepers, Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale, gone missing here 13 years ago. Now he had suddenly turned up, only to be murdered in a brutal ritual.
can't believe that happened. I still feel like
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that together?
It's evidence. You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any more questions.
Like we'd even dream of missing dear Fez.
Oh, God. Saga! Saga Anderson. As I live and breathe. I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me.
I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl?
She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time.
No. You're mistaking me for someone else.
If you say so.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go. Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult. The cult of the tree.
A murder cult. Fuck.
Have you heard of this cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite
Sheriff.
class.
Looks like you have some guests.
Ah, morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests. Deerfest. Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Oh, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
See you around.
So we share a morgue with the funeral home next door. It's a shoestring budget. I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week. But you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Something about morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking. Okay, let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination. What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me? Aha. They did leave something inside his chest. – There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
The body shows signs of being submerged in water, post-mortem. It doesn't add up. This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us. Text is smudged. Looks inverted. Heart can't have been marked before removal. There's definitely something in his chest. Did the killers leave it there? Same type of page we found at Cauldron Lake.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here. No, wait!
Sheriff?
What the hell?
Show me the clicker.
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
I'll make you pay.
He's coming. No weapon. The page set to get into the light. I need to get into the light. Now. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back. Go! Vanished. He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on here?
We need to figure that out if we're gonna do anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap. Finding a way in would be difficult. A ritual. Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
The heart is gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Right before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
He seemed anxious, like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery. The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster. Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal, their purpose. A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him. Pages predicting the future. There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve. The page places Nightingale back at Cauldron Lake. Calls him a Taken. We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
We heard gunshots. Y'all okay?
Did you get spooked by the bodies?
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You two handle things here. We need to get back to Cauldron Lake immediately.
Fuck me. That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Well, yeah, right. Well, that's all crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean, the sheriff?
They're a fine pair.
Good day.
My client has been held here long enough. Are you gonna let me speak to them or not?
Just a moment, ma'am. Someone will be right with you.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need backup.
The Bright Falls case? Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead. I'm gonna take a quick look around. Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit.
Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings. Ready to go?
Waiting on you.
Rinse and repeat. Clock out, get a beer.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
You know the detective character from his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders. You've heard the stories about what happened in New York. Some of it, at least. Bodies started to pile up. It was a murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this case might be connected to him? His name does keep popping up.
I just wanted you to have all the facts.
Next time, give them to me before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story. The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I'm happy I'm not in charge of this mess.
Thanks. Let's start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what will happen. Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming. Impossible things are happening here. A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic. To see the clues. To solve the case. I've been thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Hey, hello there. How are you folks doing?
Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing.
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
I'm Ilmo Koskela. Fantastic to meet you. And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies. Where is Nightingale hiding? Where is the overlap? A lot of things about this case keep bothering me. But one thing feels really off. Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene of drowning. I never minded rain. Feels like home.
No sign of Nightingale. But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you comb through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
Ada seru. Tuh di blok ya tuh. Oh enggak.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd he go from here? I can feel something. A presence. Nightingale isn't far.
Aku mau lihat lagi. Kan nggak ingat baru tapi tadi kan Oh itu. Nanti
What is that?
oh, bakar.
Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it. My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap. Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well. I need to find the witch's hut. I know Nightingale is somewhere around Cauldron Lake.
The tree was a threshold. This place and the dark place. You're in over your head. Next stop, Caldera Street Station.
The threshold. Like a doorway. Leading to Nightingale. It's somehow connected to a tree. Witch's ladle? This is the witch's hut.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay. I found another page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
The fuse box is missing a fuse. I need to find one to turn on the lights. page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse. This fuse is busted. This one looks good. People should really stop littering, though. A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here? Another page. Making progress.
The image of the witch in the sign. Saga addressed the witch. The smudged line on the heart. The second part recited from memory. I brought you the heart, witch. Show me the terror. Saga pushed the heart through the hole in the sign.
The page from the witch's hut seems to be describing some kind of ritual. Nightingale's heart disappeared from the morgue. Where is it now? To get into the overlap, I need to find Nightingale's heart. Read the line imprinted on it, plus the line on the page to the witch's ladle sign. Then push the heart through the hole in the sign.
Witch's ladle, towering over Saga.
I need Nightingale's heart to get to the overlap. Where is it?
The cultist loomed close. He was there, but he was risen. Nightingale was there. The opposite of sunspots. Who said that?
That's not it. I don't have what I need to find Nightingale's heart. There must be more. Nightingale's heart. Where is it?
While they played cards in the general store, the witch had stolen his heart. Get out of my house.
Nightingale's heart is at the general store, in a fridge. I need to check the general store for the heart. Casey! I'm headed to the general store. I think I know how to get into the overlap.
Right. Roger that. I followed some ATV tracks in the woods and got a bit turned around.
Did you get lost?
I've only been lost once in my life, Anderson.
Lurus itu.
The years I spent with my ex-wife. I'll find my way back, don't you worry about it.
Nightingale mentioned the general store. I need to check it out. Christ!
Oh. Tuh rambutnya.
Fuck!
A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale. The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. I feel like I recognize this. The fridge. The heart. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream. And now I need to give the heart to the witch. Makes total sense. These numbers match the ones on the lotto ticket. Casey, there are cultists in the area. They're taken, like Nightingale.
Yeah, thanks for the heads up. I'm still finding my way back. Any city in America I can get through drunk and blindfolded. It's these damn trees.
But it is exciting.
Memang suka game petualangan kah bang? Iya, suka banget. Guys, kita udahan dulu ini guys live-nya, nanti lanjut lagi lah. Ada urusan ya, thank you ya kita nonton. Mungkin besok lah. Hogwarts Legacy udah pernah tamat belum? Kalau Hogwarts kita lanjut lagi lah ya. Itu bang.